Okay. This is Boogie, obviously. All the slop channels on YouTube are churning out documentaries about this now because of a fight, which I will cover in brief, and I will explain why. Boogie had a little oopsie doodle fight or whatever the fuck on Keemstar's podcast. It all feels fucking fake and gay to me because it's Keemstar. This is how Keemstar makes his money, by getting the retards he pays a monthly stipend to do a podcast, to have drama. Jim showed up because, honestly, I don't know. I have to be careful and not criticize the actions of Daddy Metokur because people get upset with me, but it really feels like he's gotten baited because he got really worked up over the fact that Boogie might be faking his cancer diagnosis, or rather, the last time that he used his cancer diagnosis as an excuse for his cryptocurrency shit. And he got like worked up and did like a whole like stream just kind of like venting and ranting at him, which is like okay. But then Keemstar wrangles him onto his podcast, which is a monetized thing that makes Keemstar money and by proxy employs Boogie and gives him money, and is the most significant event that's happened on that podcast ever in its runtime of like several years at this point. So as far as I'm concerned, it's just a great big advertising scheme for Keemstar's podcast that Jim got roped into. Um, the gist of the controversy is this. Um, Boogie announced a while ago that he has cancer, and he has a type of blood cancer which causes the bone marrow to overproduce red blood platelets. Um, which is a condition called polycythemia vera. And this condition is slow to kill. It can be managed for many years. So, having a diagnosis of bone marrow cancer and that you have this particular um, symptom is a very slow death sentence. That can be managed for a long time. So it's not like a sudden thing where it's like you have a month to live. It's like your quality of life is going to deteriorate over a decade, basically. Which I mean, it still sucks to die. He's 50, so his cancer gives him up until about 60, which is a pretty good. You don't have to you don't to claim your social security that you've been paying into your entire life, assuming that Boogie pays taxes. But um, it's not like a total. It's not like a complete like a tragedy, but it is pretty bad. It is cancer, and everyone hates cancer. There's a problem though. Bone marrow cancer is not the only cause of polycythemia vera. Secondary polycythemia vera is a symptom of chronic hypoxia, meaning if you are not getting enough oxygen, your body says, we're not getting enough oxygen. Perhaps we should increase our red blood platelet count so that more air can circulate through the body. One of the main causes, the most usual common suspect of, what do you mean wrong? Okay, Kolya, do you wanna correct me? What the fuck did I get wrong? Okay. Okay. I just won't use any names. I will use silly he names so you can't go actually. There is a condition of cancer that creates red blood platelets, but you can have extra red blood platelets for other reasons. The other reason is not enough air syndrome. If you have not enough air syndrome, your body make more red blood. Make more red blood to get more air. Do you know why you can have not enough air syndrome? Being fat. If you are fat, your fat crushes your lungs when you sleep and gives you snoring syndrome, which causes you not to get enough air for the 1/3 of your life when you're sleepy. So that can cause not enough air syndrome is being a fat fuck. So you can have too much blood syndrome for either having cancer, bone marrow cancer, or from not having enough air. If he has cancer, then it's not his fault. It's a gene mutation. if he is simply too fat to live, that is his fault. And that is the thesis of the moral conundrum. If you are a helpless bystander to a bone marrow condition, then nobody can fault you for your health complications. If you're simply too fat to fucking live, as Boogie is, and that's causing you to have too much red blood, and that's what's killing you, then nobody can feel bad for you, because guess what? If you cure not enough air syndrome by stop being a fat fuck, then guess what? It also cures too much blood syndrome, which alleviates the death timer sitting over your fucking head. So I think that I've roundly fixed the fucking issue and explained this correctly. He has brown blood. Yeah, he got that butter blood. Blood with the butter on him. It's like he can't breathe. It's like, I can't breathe. I got too much butter in my blood. The blood's so hungry. Just keep making more blood to get more blood. So that's the drama with Boogie. I don't know. It feels fake to me. It's like anything that Keemstar is like an originator of is just like, yeah, this is fucking gay.
Thank you for watching this clip by Colonel J. This is the King of Bold here. Remember to like and subscribe. Juice!